I was reading in the Psalms. I forget the verse. I think it's verse 8 and 30 something, verse 8. It said, those who worship idols will become like the idol. And he talked about how the idol was deaf and dumb, couldn't move, blind. And those who worship those idols become like them. Now, what does that mean? Could it mean physically? Possibly, probably. Could it mean spiritually? Most likely. That's probably what he's talking about. They're spiritually blind. They're spiritually blind. You could tell somebody 1,000 times some spiritual truth, but because they're blinded by their greed or they worship a person or a place or a thing or a concept or a political party or a denomination even. They can become blind to spiritual truth because they're in some denominational box, spiritually blind. And so they worship something, money, people, places, things, like I said. There's a lot of things. I asked AI, I said, what are some common day idols, Gave me about 10 of them. One of them, selfishness, doing your own will, being lazy. Some of them were like, I don't know I can't remember them exactly how it was said, but some of them were just, spending too much time on social media, that becomes an idol. Trying to make a bunch of money, that could be an idol. There's a lot of idols out there. Movie stars. Musicians. People can actually worship people who play music, Worship the musicians, There's a lot of people that worship musicians and actors or actresses. They worship their car, their house, their image, look at this. Just look at the mass. Just look at all the people in a hurry to go somewhere, and they're actually already there. Everything is the now. Everything is here and now. HERE, THERE, WHERE. Wherever you're going, over there is here. Same truth are happening right here. The same fence and grass and concrete and dirt and cars. Look at this. Look at this insanity. Really, this is truly insane. Everybody's rushing somewhere. Look. Got guys speeding. Look at this. Just step back for a minute and just look at look at it from like if you were sitting on a hill. Let's say you were sitting up there, just sitting there watching the traffic, and you're in peace, and nobody in this on this highway has peace. Imagine a cop car sitting here just looking down and looking at that guy speeding and he's just shaking his head thinking, you must want a ticket. Everybody's got to get somewhere. They've created a life that's so much dependent or confusion that they always have to be going here and there and doing this and running here. Wild stuff, to be honest with you. Look at this. That guy's gonna cause a wreck, or girl, whoever it is. Be still and know that I am. You should be able to be in that still state 24/7, 7 days a week. Be in that state of stillness, awareness all the time. If something's taking away your peace and your awareness, then they probably need to go on down the road. Even if I sold everything, started over to another city, it'd be the same stuff. So it's all internal. This here is not going to change. It's all internal. I mean, look at this. This is just like I'm watching a movie. I took 5 months off of rideshare. I think I'm getting ready to start back tomorrow, but I really don't. It used to be exciting driving on these highways all the time and talking to different people, but once you talk to enough people, you've already heard it all. You've seen it all. Doesn't matter what city I go in, I see the same snapshot. And that's one way I was able to see that everything's a deja vu, everything is the now, there's no space, there's no time. Because if you imagine yourself just observing these dashes going by, right? If you observe these dashes, the dashes are not moving, but they look like they're moving, right? It looks like the dashes are moving, but they're not moving. But it looks like it. So if you can understand how that's even possible, then you can understand where it looks like you're moving, but you're not moving anywhere. You're just being changed. If those dashes can play a trick on your mind, and it looks like the dashes are moving, but they're not. Spiritually, you're not going anywhere, but it feels like you're going somewhere. So you're like these dashes, but you're not really going anywhere because your destination is your destiny, and it's an internal renewal. It's not an external thing, because out here never changes. What changes is the inside. Your destination, same word as destiny, is going to happen whether I turn left, turn right, because it's already written. Turn right, go straight, doesn't matter. The destiny's it's already here. It's actually being unfolded. Imagine, instead of just seeing a dash, imagine an unfolding. Those dashes not moving, but it's just an unfolding of your destiny. And that's what's happening in your life. You think you're going somewhere, but it's just an unveiling or an unfolding. Let's say two people are on a path to meet. Now, they're on a destiny. The Bible says, how can two walk together except they be in agreement, right? Amos 3:3. And so let's say you're on this path. Some gal over here, she's on this path, and she's on her destiny, and you're on your destiny, and all of a sudden, this crossroad right here, y'all meet. Now, she had to go through a lot of pain and struggle and trouble, and she had to go through a lot of travail, because the word travail means travel. And she had to go through all that travail. I got a phone call coming in, and he's going through all that travail, and it's a birthing process to turn them into the like-minded creatures that they're meant to be. You know, I got this phone call that came in. I got to call him back. I hope you can understand what I was saying. Maybe I'll talk about this again.